The power of courses. In this text, I want to offer a truthful explanation of how the power of a course affects a person's destiny. For those who are familiar with my information, it's not news that I declare its truthfulness. I will repeat the basis for this declaration once again. Truthfulness means examining an issue based on the laws of the universe. Therefore, the answer derived from such an explanation is the only one, and its fulfillment is undeniable. The statement no longer needs verbal proof because the information I provide is being transformed into facts every day. Regarding curses, everyone knows that their words filled with evil intentions directed at the recipient for revenge. I have spoken about the power of words many times. Here I will stop and limit myself to a very short and specific explanation. As you know, the human phenomenon is entirely based on the understanding of words. Without the power of words, the category of human could not exist. Our functioning serves a mechanism of turning words into facts. This is represented by a three-tiered status. The formula for turning words into facts defines the actions of the body's organs, a person's entire active life, and destiny itself. All of this shows that the power of words has been given a decisive importance for human existence. Therefore, I need to provide more information about it, and for that I will touch upon its direction. The power of a word naturally implies the existence of energy. Energy in turn implies motion, and motion is impossible without direction. The energy that contains the power of word can only move into opposing directions. One is the same direction as the universe rotation, and the other is opposite to it. Accordingly, energy moving in the first direction is called positive energy, and energy moving in the second direction is called negative energy. Feelings created by positive energy are endowed with good qualities, while those created by negative energy are endowed with evil ones. A person's status is determined accordingly. A person adorned with good qualities such as sincere love, truth and justice, consciousness and honesty, compassion, courage, selflessness, humility, and self-sacrifice is considered good. A person with evil qualities such as capacity for lies and fraud, carrying envy and falsehood, being shameless and dishonest, envious and greedy, hypocritical and self-serving, arrogant and ambitious is considered evil. There is no middle ground. All of this means that the meaning of words must be understood either by their true meaning or by its opposite. First, let's clarify what true meaning and incorrect meaning are. As you know, a person perceives the world based on the meaning of words, which we call understanding. The ability to understand is responsible for the development of science and technology. This is because humans have the ability to now feel things that their eyes cannot see. So how do they do this? And the fact is they do. A person has his ability because the soul gives a mind a dictionary in which everything in the universe is evaluated with verbal labels because it is managed by a power of the word. Therefore, when a person thought correctly understand the meaning of the power of the words leads their cognition to this meaning through an imaginary path and provides information about it. Science, the universe for the soul is so vast, it can reach any place in seconds. As for the mind's journey toward thinking, it can only do so if its owner is a person with good qualities. Otherwise, the direction of thoughts will deviate from the correct path and head toward an abyss hidden behind the mirror. There is finds trouble and ultimately death. That is why such people believe what they see in the mirror is the reality. I believe so. No further comment is needed, as we are already in a time when humanity is lined up the threshold of this mirror. Therefore, it is already clear that knowing the truth is the only way that has the power to turn a person back from the mirror, covering the abyss and preserve their life. But can anyone know the truth or even believe that it is what will truly save them? It's not the wall of humanity currently under a curse. Let's first understand what it means to be under a curse. In a broad sense, the explanation is that all of humanity has been under a curse since Adam and Eve were cast out of Eden. This is precisely why human genetics were established, so that people could save themselves from being under a curse and reclaim what was lost. If it were not for being under a curse, evil people would not exist. This is because their existence is conditioned by taking the life energy of good people when they later commit a sin. A sin is considered a violation of laws whose existence and depths are unknown to the majority of the world's population. I have already revealed a lot of information on the topic, so I won't dwell on it and will move on the narrow definition of being under a curse. As I have already told you, a curse is aimed at getting revenge on a person. But what about the power of its action? When does it succeed and when does it not? I want to explain this issue well. The answer is that it is impossible for a person to live without being cursed by someone at least once. First, because no one has lived without making a mistake, and second, because for an evil person it is enough to see a good person happy to be annoyed. The foundation of evil is a feeling of envy and greed. A feeling contains energy, and the existence of energy naturally implies being emotion. Therefore, evil cannot stop unless it gains power by doing evil deeds, and it is the same for goodness. If a good person does not do good, they cannot exist. According to the laws, a good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in him. The mouth of the wicked pours out evil. There is no feast for the wicked. The wicked cannot sleep unless they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. By the wicked are like the tossing sea, which cannot rest, whose waves cast up mire and mud. Based on these biblical references, it is clear that no matter how much good you do for an evil person, you cannot calm them down or make them feel good towards you. This is because the envy and malice within they are constantly accumulating, and they must spew this poison in the form of a curse or a quarrel to annoy a good person, and on that basis sees increased energy from them. But how much energy can they extort? Or to put it differently, to what extent is the curse they send fulfilled? The answer is a person will be harmed in accordance with the amount and category of laws they have violated. The curse itself and any unfulfilled portion of it will return to the curser and be fulfilled upon them or their descendants. Therefore, there is only one way to protect yourself from a curse, and it is this: stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. I want to emphasize a category of curses that society perceived as prayers because religion has misled them. One such curse is this prayer: may the cross protect you. This prayer perceived the course has been given the status of the course of the highest category in destiny. This is because its true meaning is, may God's grace be taken from you and may your destiny be turned upside down. But if this country is blessed with a prayer by a person with satanic power, then the people of this country will be in the exact conditions they are in. The truth is this evil cannot be stopped until it is destroyed, and unfortunately it will take with the country that has declared the unclear as holy and worships it. Therefore the greatest harm that befalls a person is their refusal to use the grace they have been given, which is the ability to think from God. It is true that a person should strive to improve their living conditions, but will they be able to do this if they don't have hills, if there is no peace in the country, or if climatic cataclysms are raging? It is clear that all these are necessary conditions for a person to be able to live peacefully and work that matches their talent, and for all this to be in the normal range, it is necessary for a person to properly understand the laws that the Creator has established specifically for them, so that keeping them ensures a person's happy life on earth. I will end this writing with the advice given by the following law. Do not seize the property of the poor, and do not turn your eyes away from the one who begs. Do not grieve the soul of hungry, and do not injure a person their distress. Do not trouble an angry heart anymore, and do not delay giving to the one who asks. Do not deny the one who asks for help, the oppressed, and do not turn your face away from the poor. Do not avoid the one who asks. Do not let a person curse you, for the prayer of the man who curses you with a bitter soul will be heard by his Creator. Deliver the unjustly oppressed from the hand of the wicked, and do not be short-tempered when you judge.